2022 football. I know we're in the middle of the 2021 football release calendar, and we'll get to that soon because there's a lot to digest with what's still coming out for 2021, which I mean, Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, but there's Bryce Young, Kenny Pickett coming out as well. So we have a little bit of intertwining here. But before we get into that, I'm going to do a little teaser, and you guys are going to be really confused. But pay attention to some of our media channels to find out how you can win a flawless basketball case. Okay? Yes, a flawless basketball case.
What year?
We're not giving away in the comments here, even though we would love the comments below this video. But coming soon, we're going to be giving away a case of flawless basketball. The one that Drake ripped, the one that, there's a triple logo man somewhere, might be in this case. Find out how you can win. This is going to be some fun stuff coming up. But I wanted to jump right into 2022 Bowman University. As you can see on the slide here, showing off a Bryce Young, a Kenny Pickett. It's a weird thing for me, in my opinion, because for one, it's not licensed even from a college standpoint. So it's kind of like a Leaf card, I guess, in a sense. But we have Topps getting the license later for football. So, where do you land as a collector with this product? It's hard for me to think about. After the draft happens, some of these cards are going to be in demand as team collectors are going to try to scramble for some of their autos. But what are your guys' thoughts? I'll start with C-Rad. What do you think about, this product, being that it's not licensed and, it's chrome?
I think just off the strength that it is, like you said, like it is chrome, people are going to be excited about it. And I have had customers in the chat too be like, I'm actually excited to rip this Bowman University because I was a big fan of it back in the days, when they did have the license. So we'll see. I got to reserve my judgment. I'm actually going to be ripping that Topps Chrome basketball tonight, so I haven't seen that product yet.
The
either.
overtime?
How are you ripping that?
Random player.
Okay.
Yeah. Random
So
player.
there's only like 11 or 12 players,
small
right?
checklist.
Yeah, small checklist.
Okay.
Not a huge.
Okay. How many boxes?
6. Half case.
I'm pretty excited about that too. I didn't even know.
I'll be checking in on that.
I didn't even know what's going on.
It's chrome basketball.
So, Bowman, we'll see. It is an early preview of what Fanatics and Topps are going to be doing for the future. As far as the secondary market and what I think it's going to do is, that's tough to say. But we talked about this for a while now, for the last year, about these, the first Bowman designation for these cards. Will that hold value? I don't know. We'll see. I'm not. I don't know where this can go.
And I don't know for sure with this, but are these all going to be guys that are going to be drafted this year, or is it guys that? Because with the NIL, right? We got the NIL thing. I don't think there may be a checklist out. I'm not sure, but they could potentially put in a guy who's a freshman as well with an NIL deal. So that's where it gets really confusing. And I know most products are digested these days through breaks. It definitely makes it very hard to break if you don't have any team designation for these players. Now, there is creative ways to do it with last name or random letter, stuff like that, or break it by the pack. But, your traditional 32 teams makes it very difficult when you have products like this. Mm-hmm. Dan, what is your opinion on, does this have any staying power?
I think out of the gate, because it looks like it is going to be the first product out with this rookie class. I think
there's been some Leaf stuff. I
think Leaf has had some stuff, but it hasn't been like a standalone product where it has nothing but
the new
guys. And it has the Bowman name. So I think out of the gate, you're going to see the top quarterbacks and the surefire first rounders and skill position players are going to do well. Now, is it going to overtake a Panini collegiate product that comes out? Probably not. I think it's going to settle right around, you would see like a Leaf Valiant or a Leaf Metal Draft as far as secondary market.
So would you rather have this or a Leaf Metal Draft card?
I would rather have this because you still have that Bowman name attached to it. And
Leaf doesn't have no name, bro?
I'm not hating. Leaf has a great name. They got a great name. Great name. Great lineage.
Yeah.
Great history.
One thing you do look at with Leaf is like on a per box basis, you usually get a lot more value. So what will be interesting to see if we get as much value with this university product, because they, as far as we know, they're not paying anything.
And
right?
the thing is that how big is this checklist going to be?
Right.
If the checklist is going to be similar to a Leaf checklist, then it could do really, really well. Is it going to quadruple in price? Probably not, as far as like the steel boxes and the steel cases. But if it's similar to like a Panini Contenders draft, where they'll go, it seems like 200 autograph subjects in those, and you'll get like one first rounder per case. Then, and I don't think that's going to be the case with this. I don't think they made too much of it. So I think it's going to be closer to a lot of first rounders as opposed to essentially the whole draft.
Well, it's funny that they call it university, but there's obviously no collegiate logos. But if you guys are looking what I'm looking here, and if you want to show the slide above me, look at that card in the middle. You know what that is, right?
That's Bowman.
That's Tom Brady. Bowman.
That's Brady Bowman.
That's Brady Bowman. So I don't know if they're going to have parallels of that. That's something we haven't seen in. I mean, we haven't even seen it when they did it when Topps had the license. I don't think they've ever reprinted that set design. So this is a first. I don't know if that's going to carry any weight.
Yeah, I don't know if that is going to make the cards worth that much more.
Right.
I mean,
right.
It's a good design. It's an iconic design. That it's an iconic design for one card.
Right, for one player. Yeah. Not Mike Anderson.
Do you guys think, like, you kind of said it, Dan, but do you guys think, what would you rather have, the first Bowman or the rookie contenders draft?
Man, Bowman does have that name. I think I would prefer that first Bowman.
Yeah.
Me too.
That crossover from baseball and how important that card is in the baseball category will cross over.
But it's never been important for football.
With football,
never has.
I'm to answer your question, I'm valuing the first Bowman
more than the contenders draft rookie.
Contenders draft.
I think I'd want the contenders draft cracked ice.
Okay, I'd prefer the superfractor.
No, but
so I mean, if we're gonna play that game,
yeah. I mean, I'm assuming
I only collect
superfractors.
I only collect superfractors.
Only what?
So if I ever need like a replacement from Topps,
all right.
They're like, what do you collect? I'm all superfractors.
I got a better idea. Would you rather have an orange Bowman, assuming they're going to be numbered to 25, or a contenders draft cracked ice? Those are in the same category. So you can't say a 101 and cracked ice are the same.
Orange first Bowman?
An orange first Bowman, like, unlicensed.
Now I'm being real picky here.
They're both on card.
Is it orange regular or like orange wave?
Orange,
or like
your daddy's
scope?
orange.
Like
orange.
your daddy's orange.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're doing
your
those.
Daddy's numbers. OG orange.
Yep.
Going orange.
Over cracked ice?
Over cracked ice. But that's only if like they didn't put any weird flair on it. Like it has to be orange regular.
Yeah.
Like Fanta.
Yeah, that's a tough call because you guys know I love the cracked ice, but it's collegiate cracked ice.
I would prefer the superfractor though.
So
of course,
I would
prefer $1 million over $100,000 too, Dan. So I mean, it's just
I would lean slightly towards the orange. I would lean slightly towards the orange if we're talking to both, non-NFL license. I would lean slightly towards the orange first Bowman.
Cody, where do you fall on this?
I think, well, one, I think we can all agree the moment that this gets a license, and I honestly think it's only a matter of if, not if, but when.
You mean a collegiate license?
Collegiate. Again,
well,
just the way things have been going.
I wouldn't bet against it.
I'm not going to bet against it. We can all agree the moment that happens, and even if there's like a crossover where like you got Bowman University with license and Prism or contenders drafted Panini stuff with license. To me,
they wouldn't have it. They wouldn't have it at the same time.
No, I'm just hypothetical.
So it would be an orange with a license and a cracked ice without a license.
Yes, you're right. I know. I'm going purely hypothetical.
So then we definitely. I think we. Well, then
it's an easy decision. Right. I'm still gonna go probably with the licensed product. So I go cracked ice, but I don't know. I'm just saying the moment that like I said, the moment it switches, everybody. I think it's. there's going to be a hype for this type of collegiate stuff
Yeah.
that I think you don't get now with the Prism Contenders collegiate stuff. I think clearly because we're saying Bowman holds weight, and
Yeah.
I think that's something that.
But
they
it
understand.
doesn't for football for me. That's
Yeah.
the problem I have. Only that Tom Brady, which is I mentioned that iconic design. To me, I would have more of a feeling with Topps Chrome than Bowman Chrome for me. Topps Chrome football to me would be.
But they can't. And Topps Chrome they will use eventually. But they can't use. They can't use it until they get the license. So this is basically.
I mean, they could, right? I mean, they couldn't do the same thing.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want a Topps Chrome unlicensed product. Like let's roll out a Bowman. It's not like for football. It's not a super iconic brand. You don't want to put out a unlicensed Chrome product and then in 2 years you put out a licensed Chrome product.
Yeah.
It's happened before, though. You could see.
I was gonna say the license does play a big part because, unlike basketball and unlike baseball, football collegiate stuff actually does sell well and keeps its value.
Yeah, more
right?
so. Yeah,
Contenders Draft and Prism Draft does pretty well in the football market,
even after the other releases. Right?
And I think the key with that is that and I think why it holds value is because it is one of the few products now that you can get that has 6 autographs.
Yeah,
like that the 6 autographs a box are coming. They're few and far between.
But
now.
you got to remember, compared to what we're seeing here, is Clemson, that is Notre Dame, that is Michigan. Those logos are prominent on those cards now. There's going to be nothing on.
There's a huge community of
you can use your
collectors.
imagination.
Yeah, you can. But like I think you still had
like Kenny Pickett, like what team that is. Do we?
San Jose.
Do we know?
Spartans.
Looks like the Spartans.
I think I know. I think it's Pitt, right?
It's Pitt, correct.
I was going to say maybe UCLA too. See, I didn't even know. I'm not a college football fan, but I know there is some diehard college football fans that even though like Najee Harris was drafted by the Steelers, they're an Alabama fan or whatever, and they want to collect that player.
Or you're like alumni from that school.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's why the collegiate football market is huge because there's a lot of obviously people that either they went to that school or they have family that went to that school or whatever.
Or you get like the dual. I mean, I know they're on the same pro team too, but like a dual LSU, Burrow and Chase, right? Because you have 2 guys that went to or Derrick Henry and Julio Jones, right? You got the same school. You remember that maybe they went to those games, right? So interesting to see. But when it comes to the NFL stuff, we've got a packed May. We'll see if these actually come out. So don't take our word for these all coming out in May.
There's no way. No way.
Yeah. So
We're never leaving.
yeah, and that's you gotta slam some Bowman baseball in the middle of that too. But yeah, upcoming football releases in May: 21 National Treasures, 21 Prism, 21 Select, 21 Flawless, and 21 Obsidian. I mean, you have 4 out of the top 5 products.
I wish we had more
mix,
I wish we had more variety in products for football that are coming out in May.
But can I make a statement? Is this true that those are 4, with the exception of Obsidian, those are 4 of the top 5 products, right?
Just throw like if Immaculate was like in there over Obsidian.
4 out of 5, yeah. I would agree with that.
Right, because NT is the most valuable RBA. Prism is the most valuable rookie base card.
Yeah.
I mean, Select is.
It's usually people's MVP product every year.
No, select. I would. Yeah, I mean, you have 4 out of the top 5.
And then, of course, Flawless.
So Contenders, would Contenders be number 5, or would it be Immaculate?
I would put Contenders.
Would it be Immaculate or Contenders?
Immaculate would be 6 probably for me. So yeah, get your wallet ready for next month if you're a football collector and you're joining breaks. We'll have a variety of breaks of all of these to maybe 1 box down to whole cases.
4-box mixer.
I will
NT Prism Select and Flawless. Bam.
I will say that with how our hobby has gone with release dates, I'm just always. When I see something that's supposed to come out on a certain day, I'm just assuming that it's going to be pushed.
Well, and that's a funny thing to note, as Cody was probably thinking about what I'm about to say now, is that they have Prism and Select coming out on the same day currently.
Oh yeah, that is 100% happening. There's no doubt.
Yeah, get ready,
No
guys.
doubt.
May 11th, both on the schedule. Selected Prism. Same exact day.
And then what is May 4th? I overheard.
It's Star Wars Day.
May 4th, Star Wars Day. Thank you. And it's also Bowman and right now the tentative release for NT football.
NT and Bowman.
NT
Bowman.
and flagship
then the
Bowman.
following week, Prism and what again?
Select.
And select.
Select.
Dude, this is-
yeah, they're too shiny. They can't come out the same.
No.
day.
Listen, this is why I don't get too crazy. Like I got very excited like last month, because last month I was looking at the schedule. April 27th, which is next Wednesday, that was the day that we were supposed to get Bowman. We were supposed to get Prism. We were supposed to get like 4 other releases. One, whatever's supposed to still coming out next week, Revolution Basketball. It was all supposed to be on the same day.
Okay.
April 27th.
So I'll tell you, I don't know. As far as Prism, Select, Flawless, and Obsidian, I have no idea. But I will tell you that if you go to Panini's first off the line, they have a placeholder for 2021 National Treasures. I think it's going to be live in 8 days.
Okay, so that's a good.
So
that's a good
that
indication.
is a pretty good indication that
That's
National Treasures is probably going to come out
on that day.
on that day.
That's how I've been judging when products are going to come out. Too.
Now,
Like,
Prism, Select, Flawless, Obsidian, no placeholders for those.
yeah.
All right, well, here's a tough question. You know, how do you navigate as a collector on which break or which box you're going to buy through all of these? What would you recommend?
You hope that you go Obsidian, hoping that all the breakers devalue Obsidian because everything else came out the same time.
I mean, it just depends on your budget. One, right? It depends on your budget. It also depends on like which type of collector are you? Like, what do you value? Like, do you value the colors in Prism?
Yeah.
Right? Are you that type of collector? You like to get the parallels, or do you value the RPAs, which National Treasures is what you're gonna go after? Or same thing with Select. Select, you get a whole bunch of color every year, and usually like pretty low numbered stuff too.
See, I'm down on Select. Select, I would rather rip Obsidian than Select now. I know
think-
that's blasphemous, but they make so much retail that it's
make a
just
lot of
not
it now, yeah.
like you're looking at the prices of the silvers now. They're like $20-$30 on some of the guys. I know you could still get the what's pictured here with the zebra. Those are ginormous hits. The golds number to 10 are big, and patch autos and stuff are great. But like the regular base cards have declined, but the prices of the boxes have not reflected.
I think in popularity, if I was to rank the 5, it's going to be NT, Prism, Flawless, Select, Obsidian.
Yeah, I can't dispute that. I mean, I can't put Obsidian over Select just yet, but
Yeah, but I will put Flawless over. I mean, Flawless is going to be definitely a higher price point and going to be almost completely digested through group breaks.
Well, what's been crazy is I've been actively trying to buy stuff for buybacks on eBay, and a lot of the vet like Legend Flawless from basketball and football has been selling for more than I would even think. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like a year ago, 2 years ago, you could get a Kareem auto for like $200. It's like you can't touch one for like $1,500.
What about
now.
Larry Bird?
Same thing.
Really? Because
it's like,
Larry Bird, I mean, pretty much since we've been breaking high-end basketball product, Larry Bird has been in pretty much every high-end release.
Yeah. And then it obviously the patches matter. We just sold a Penny Hardaway for $6,000 out of Flawless, number to 5.
Yeah,
Which 5 years ago, that would be like a $200 card,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So it's like
Dude,
some people are gravitating to these higher, lower serial numbered
do you think
stars.
it reflects
Legends.
the fact that Flawless this year is a $50,000 case?
I'm sure that helps.
So, like, every card that comes out should hold a premium on the secondary market. Because even if you bought a case and that was one of your hits, I mean, you're still probably not, unless you hit a huge RPA or a logo man, you're probably not going to recoup.
Yeah. And that's a good, I mean,
market
yeah.
value is on
And
the case.
and that's why breaks are very successful here. So make sure you guys check mojobreak.com. We are going to be pre-selling these, and pre-selling is always the best time to jump in these because these are going to be the lowest prices on teams, especially for the PYTs. When we post our first and second case, they will not be any lower than those prices because we're trying to figure out what you guys want to spend on these teams. So they start low and they gradually go up as we have to spend more money to get more cases. So get in on those early. And also, once again, join us on Whatnot. We're going to be starting on Monday giving away stuff. We're going to be giving away 2021 Contenders football packs, just absolutely free. So join us Monday for that. And we're going to be doing some basketball packs as well. So join in and find out what we're doing there. But for sure, 2021 Contenders, all you got to do is jump in our Whatnot stream, enter the giveaway. Super easy. Download the app now. Get ready for it. And we'll be jumping in on there on Whatnot on Monday.